All right, I'm going to need some grace as I go through this because we could get into the gender wars, and I don't want that going on in this idea. I'm asking for grace. Can you just follow an idea for the framework for our relationship? So the woman, and there's a man, and they're single, and in our culture they're independent, but they're fighting for independence, but they really underneath it know that if they had a counterpart, there would be more expression of them in the world. And so what is it that needs to happen between this to create this framework? So for the woman, this is from personal experience of gazillion interactions. Whenever I've tried to pin down a woman to one personality, they always share that's you got it. You found one, and then there's many, 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 many more facets. So let's just take that point of view, that's the woman's role, is to bring in all of these different personalities, and they've got a hand, like this is the chaos that they're in charge of. And so it's damn confusing in there, right? And so the idea is that the woman, in the feminine, would be that essence of all these different personalities that could show up from the emotions that they're going to take on through life. So how do we frame this relationship, this union? So what does the woman look for in the man? Well, what she looks for in the man is that he can stoically regurgitate or recite back to the woman any words that are shared from any emotion, from any personality. And that man has the capacity to sit there, listen, and then recite those words back. That's to recognize those words. And so it would be where the woman's vulnerability, where she works in her lower personalities, is where she's looking for validation rather than just recognition. And so that is the union, is that the man knows where she's trying to get validation. But for the man, he's got to work on his own vulnerabilities in order to be able to sit stoically, because it's going to get personal. And that's the man's job, is that his logic mind's going to try to solve the problem. And that's his work, is to chip that away and just to be and allow that woman to be in whatever emotion she's in, because that will be the emotion of the lower emotion from the woman. That personality is the one that's going to need validation. And so it's the man's duty or job to be able to do that. So if the woman feels like she has a partner that can just recognize, doesn't need to validate, and the woman doesn't want that validation. That's actually the thing that she's trying to plug, the leak that she's been trying to plug, is that she goes back into these lesser personalities. And so then if she has a counterpart that shows her, nope, is able to recognize those stoically, but not cow down to how she might want it validated. The insistence, it's like that's the agreement that we're making to make this partnership, is I will say the words back to you from a beautiful disposition, not in any kind of judging disposition, but one of just recognition. And that's the union then. And then what is the reward? Well, the woman then gets to play in all of these different personalities, and then she has a partner that will remind her, is there to recognize that when she is looking for validation. from her lesser personalities. So that would always, the partnership then would lift that is the thing that she's been looking for, the foundation she's been looking for in a counterpart. And then the gift, the woman gives to the man is his chosen personality, the one that he likes to play with. And if you can't remember it, that'll be the one that he coaches you back into, to remember that that's the gift that you give for the foundation of this beautiful partnership. Man, it hit me.